Ten.
Stand by to take studio.
7, 6.
Stand by timer 1, mics 1 and 2.
3, 2, 1.
Take studio.
Hello and welcome back to another episode of MCTV News. I'm your host, Weston Stevenson.
And I'm Greer Clark. On today's show, Samantha Tilawan takes us to the Cosmetology class, Austin May shows us the Urban Agriculture class, Amelia Neuman paints us a picture on what's been going on in the Art 9 class, Alicia Gilbert makes us stretch the yoga class, and lastly, myself and Kara Suvan present our regional skills competition video. But first, here's a top story.
Here at MCHS, in the CTS wing is the Cosmetology class. This class allows for students who have been contemplating the idea of becoming a member of the fashion, makeup, or hair industries the chance to build and refine their skills. Samantha Tilawan gives us this report.
At Morinville Community High School, students are exploring creativity and career skills through the cosmetology program. This hands-on course is giving students a chance to step into the world of beauty and self-care.
So I teach grade 9 cosmetology as well as the high school program, 10s, 11s, and 12s, and we learn about hair, makeup, skincare, and nails.
I want to learn more about hair, and it's a nice excuse at the end of the day if you don't have time to get ready in the morning. You can just do it at the end of the day. That's why I've always wanted to take it.
It's a very safe environment where students can try different things, learn different things, obviously. And but I think it's important because of the skills they learn here, they take it out into the real world and be confident in learning these skills and especially when it comes to the aesthetic, their look.
I've actually learned how to braid hair and actually do nails correctly.
In the cosmetology class, students learn a variety of skills including hairstyling, makeup application, and nail care, and how to work with the real clients in a professional setting.
The challenging thing about learning cosmetology would probably be to be gentle on your doll's hair and act like it's a real client, because that can be really difficult.
There's not really any challenges, there's just patience. You put a lot of hard work, it doesn't always turn out right, but just mostly patience.
Some students find the course challenging. It involves real-world tasks that prepare them for future opportunities.
Well, obviously, you can branch off and get many careers from this. So, not like makeup artists, theater makeup artists, you got obviously hairstylists, and then with the nails, estheticians. So, you've got a plethora of different type of careers. So, it's a course that has a lot of layers and gives a lot of opportunity to have different careers.
I really like working with people and hair. It's really fun and you can make really awesome creations.
With the beauty industry continuing to grow, programs like cosmetology are helping students turn their passion into a possible career path. Samantha Tilawan reporting.
Welcome back. With the rainy season starting and temperatures rising, we will see if over the next 7 days we will need our rubber boots and raincoats or our sandals and shorts. Here with our 7-day forecast is MCTV's very own meteorologist, Weston Stevenson.
Thanks, Greer. Let's take a look at the weather across the country. Up here in Whitehorse, it's looking like it's positive 6 degrees with a small limit of clouds. Over here in Vancouver, 14 degrees, same with the clouds. Regina, 20 degrees, a little warmer than the other two, with some clouds. Bit colder in Yellowknife, 0 degrees. Over in Winnipeg, it's looking like 22 degrees, warmer than all other ones with clouds as well. Toronto's looking like it's about a little around the same as Montreal. Montreal is 13 degrees. Cloud and sun. Halifax is looking like it's 7 degrees, a little bit colder with some clouds. And St. John's is rainy with positive 3 degrees. Qualit is negative 11, a lot colder than the rest with a bit of clouds. Let's take a look at the provincial forecast. Up in high level, looks like there's some thunderstorms at 4-degree temperature. Fort McMurray, 1 degree with, it looks like a bit of snow and a small amount of rain. Grand Prairie, 6 degrees, thunderstorms. Jasper, 2 degrees with some snow. Banff, snow and rain, 9 degrees. Calgary, rain with 10. Red Deer, 8 degrees. Edmonton, 8, both with a little bit of rain. And Medicine Hat will be 21 with a bit of sun, but still rain. Let's take a look at the current conditions. It's looking like we're at 5 degrees right now. Wind is at 22 kilometers an hour going northwest. The relative humidity is 92 degrees. Sunrise this morning was at 6:17 a.m. and sunset will be at 8:47 p.m. tonight. Let's take a look at our weekly forecast. Wednesday, it's looked like a low of -2, +6 is a high. Thursday, +2 with a low of -4. Friday, we dip down back below 0 with -2 and a -5. It looks like there's some snow those days as well. It starts to warm up a tiny bit, not too much on Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday, with the highest being 5 and the lowest being -1. So hopefully it starts to warm up in the next weeks. Back to you, Grayer.
Thanks, Weston. Coming up next, reporter Austin May brings us down to the urban agriculture class to see what they've been up to this semester. With opportunities like butchering, making bacon, and planting a variety of plants, we look at this report.
Here at MCHS, there's plenty of options to choose from. One that really stands out is this school's urban agriculture class. Urban agriculture is a class that teaches you many skills ranging from gardening all the way to butchering.
We're making sausages. We just butchered a pig about 2 weeks ago. So we're making sausages. We made bacon yesterday. We'll make pork chops, all that stuff. We're dealing with the pig right now.
Let's see what the students have learned in urban agriculture this year.
Well, we've started off with plants, planting them, of course. You get to choose like a certain flower, herbs, I believe, too, as well. Some people are growing sunflowers, basil. We grow basil in hydroponics, which is actually really cool. Back in the classroom, got a whole setup for it.
How organic grain farms work, how the process of making cheese works, what conditions the cows are kept in, how to plant plants.
We've learned about pig butchery, so just butchery in general, but we've started already butchering pigs. So you get to learn how to cut up the pig, what parts are used for what, like is the leg used for bacon.
We're teaching basically from farm to food. That's the quote of it, I guess. So taking like from animals, seeing all the animals at the farm, to basically how they end up on a table and how to cook and sustainability and all that kind of stuff.
I asked the students what their favorite thing in urban agriculture was.
Definitely growing the plants. Right now, my partners and I, we have some plants growing. We have no clue what they are. They're supposed to be candulas, but getting to see how they grow, what they are. We have some Swiss chard and probably some lettuce growing right now, so it's pretty cool to see it grow and water it every day.
Definitely the field trips that we take to different places. Also cooking, learning how to make different meals. Yeah, I'd recommend it. It's definitely, you can learn some valuable life skills here.
Absolutely amazing class to like learn about urban agriculture, plants, how they grow, what fertilizers may help more, how tilling and stuff can wreck the environment or how it's good. Learning about pig butchery is pretty cool, honestly. You get to butcher the pigs yourself with an instructor. We've taken a field trip to the cheesery. You get to see how the cheese is made and processed. You get to do lots of cooking and take a lot of food home, so I think that's pretty cool.
Urban agriculture gives opportunities to learn helpful skills you can apply in your future. If you get the chance, you should give the class a try. For MCTV News, this is Austin May reporting.
Here are your school announcements for Wednesday, April 23rd. Interested in taking a trip to Scandinavia? Spring break of 2027, MCHS and SACHS will be going to Scandinavia. If you're interested, there will be an information meeting on April 27th at 5:30 p.m. here in the MCHS library for parents and students. For more information and details, contact Mr. Adams. Attention grade 12 students interested in applying for the Dale Macmillan Memorial Scholarship for Community Leadership. This scholarship is valued at $2,000 and is awarded annually to 2 Sturgeon County residents enrolled in a recognized post-secondary institution. The deadline to apply for this scholarship is May 25th, 2026. For more information, please visit the Sturgeon County website or visit the MCHS front office. For those and all other school information, keep connected by listening to the daily announcements, logging on to the school's website at www.mchs.gsacred.ab.ca, or by following the school on Facebook, Twitter/X, or Instagram, as well as be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel by searching MCTV Morinville.
Have you ever wanted to explore your artistic abilities? Reporter Amelia Neuman takes us to the Art 9 class that could lead to possibilities of taking Art 10, 20, and 30 level courses. This report may just paint your future.
Art 9 is often the first art class that students take at MCHS. Students describe the class as engaging and good for creative people. There are many more reasons why students have decided to join the class.
I thought it was going to be fun. It's pretty fun.
At the start of the year, I wasn't very good at art, and I want to get better at it.
My dad usually is a really good artist, and I want to get his inheritance.
Like most options, art provides a unique experience compared to other classes. The Art 9 class is also different from the high school level art classes.
It adds creativity and sparks your creativity of the part of the brain.
The Art 9 program there is no prerequisite for Art 10. So I look at the Art 9 class as let's just explore with different mediums maybe that they haven't been exposed to.
Some of students' favorite projects from the class include dotted portraits and eye drawings. Mr. Chobo encourages all of her students in their art.
By telling me what's right and wrong and just helping me in different ways and just pushing us harder to do art the best we can.
She points me in the right directions if I mess up, and she's just a really good teacher.
I ask them to show me their projects before they hand it in, and if I can give them a little bit of feedback before I mark it. So pointing out the good, like the positive, like what they're doing really well, and then like maybe what areas they can push.
Mr. Chobo has been teaching at MCHS for over 20 years and has lots of things that she loves about teaching the class.
I think it's just seeing all the creativity that the kids have. I give them visual problems to solve, and then some folks just take it their own direction.
All in all, Art 9 provides students with a great introduction to a high school art class. The class encourages already developed interests and creates a space for new ones to form. Reporting for MCTV News, I'm Amelia Neuman.
Welcome back. Here with all your recent sports updates in the NHL, NBA, and NFL is MCTV's very own sports expert, Greer Clark.
Thanks, Weston. In the NHL, the Lightnings beat Montreal in overtime 3-2. Utah barely beat Vegas 3-2. LA loses to Colorado in overtime 2-1. And finally, Boston doubles Buffalo's score 4-2. In the NBA, round 1 of the playoffs has just started. Portland and San Antonio just played off, with Portland winning 106-103. The 76ers beat the Celtics with 111-97. Finally, Houston lost to LA 94-101. In the MLB, the Blue Jays doubles the Los Angeles Angels score with 4-2. New York Yankees wipes out Boston 4-0, but New York Mets lost to Minnesota Twins 3-5. Chicago takes storm against Arizona, beating them 11-5. Lastly, Los Angeles Dodgers lost to Chicago 1-3. Coming up next, want to take time to stretch and have more spiritual growth? Take the yoga class where you do stretching, meditation, and take time for personal and spiritual growth. Bringing out the support, Alicia Gilbert.
Finding ways to manage stress and stay focused during the school day is becoming more important for students. At Morinville Community High School, yoga has been introduced as part of the program to support student well-being.
It definitely helps with everything, not just like physically but emotionally. And I think it's just honestly a great start to your day, including in school, because there could be like so much going on, and I think it's just like a good start of your day, and it definitely helps like your mind focus on things more.
And I thought, man, that would be super cool to be able to share yoga practice with high school students, and just to have to teach people how to relax. I say just do it, right? Just give it a try for one semester, give it a real good shot, and then you'll see the benefits of practicing yoga daily and just how that really helps your body.
I didn't see any options I liked before I joined Yoga 15, so I just decided to do yoga for a change. At first I didn't like it, but then I started liking it though.
During these classes, students practice guided stretching, breathing exercises, and mindfulness techniques that help them relax, clear their minds, and stay focused in a busy school environment.
Lots of folks have trouble balancing their mental health, and to learn the practice of yoga and meditation and being mindful is a super good exercise to practice, to relax the body and the brain and the breath, and just focus on the person, the whole person, rather than all the distractions and the noise in our worlds today.
Having this yoga opportunity is helpful for students as it reduces stress, improves concentration, and supports both health and physical health in a busy learning environment.
I hear students tell me that their sleep is better and that their day just goes by better, especially when we have it for block one, that they're able to relax better and calm themselves down in stressful situations like tests and just being less stressed during their school day and sleeping better. And of course, being more flexible.
I'm a dancer, so I've noticed like way more flexibility and strength. So it has like definitely helped me as a dancer for sure. And I have been doing that since day one. I've been telling all my friends about that 100%. So 100%, this is like a really great option to take.
Overall, yoga is becoming an important part of school life, helping students become more balanced, calm, and better prepared to learn each day. Reporting for MCTV News, I am Alicia Gilbert.
Welcome back. 2 weeks from now, on May 6 and 7, several MCHS students will be heading to the Edmonton EXPO Centre to compete in the Skills Alberta Provincial Competition, which includes a wide variety of events including baking, cabinet making, culinary arts, and video production, and much more. Here to give us some insight into what goes into the event is one of MCHS's very own skills coaches, Kyle Coxen. Hi Coxen, how's it going?
I'm pretty good.
What's your role as a coach in these competitions?
My role as a coach is, a big part of it is being there for the students, right? So they've got questions throughout their training. My role as a coach is to go and answer those questions, get them prepared for their competition, and then support them while they're at that competition.
What do you enjoy about coaching these competitions?
I think it's a lot of fun. Like the rewarding part for me is just seeing the progression. These kids come in and skills is just an idea. And then you get down to what the project is and you start training for that project and you get to see how these students develop from that first moment that you introduce them to it to seeing the results at the end of the competition.
Why do you believe students should compete in the skills competitions?
It's great experience. If you're a competitor at skills, number one, you're showing bravery, so you're putting yourself out there, showcasing your skills against other students around the province. The other thing that you want to get into skills is it's fun. You go there, it's a big event. They have big opening and closing ceremonies, lots of lights, loud music, cheering. It's lots of fun in that way. Even though you compete as an individual, we go to the competition as a team for the school. Another reason to compete in skills is your future, right? Everything that we can compete in leads to a career after. Sometimes it leads to multiple careers. And you could be exploring this in high school and then going and doing this sort of thing for the rest of your life and getting paid for it.
Mm-hmm. How do you believe skills helps prepare them for potential futures in these industries?
It teaches them, at skills, it teaches them what is good and maybe what they could do better. If you want to do really, really well, you need to be able to recognize that yourself. And that translates directly to the job, because when you're on the job and you're completing something for somebody, you're your own worst critic. And you need to make sure that when you're going and looking at your work that you've completed, that it's going to be good enough for the client. So when you're off competing, you're doing it for the judges. Later in life, you're doing it for the client.
And last question, is there anything you believe that the Skills Alberta can improve about these competitions?
Improving? You know what? They've been doing this for over 30 years now. They're pretty good at it. They take great care of the students. They feed you guys lunches, you get some freebies. It's pretty cool in that way. To do it better, maybe getting it out there, making it more accessible to the students. Market it some more so that kids know and understand what it is. I know Skills is really active on social media, but how do you connect with kids nowadays in other ways to get them hearing about it and then getting them interested in going and competing?
Well, thanks for coming up.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Speaking of the Skills Alberta competition, the second of 3 teams that headed out to Nate's campus to compete in the Skills Alberta Regional Competition was Clark and Suvan. Let's take a look at their interpretation of the prompt, Moments of Change.
Final exam is next week, everybody. You need 60% to pass. You need to cover these topics. Topics blah blah. Topics 1 to 7. This. Hello. Amber Scott, this is on the final exam. Amber Scott, guess I'll be seeing you next year. Along with this totally awesome unit. Remember, the exam is on Thursday. We need 60%. Amber Scott, guess I won't be seeing you next year.
Why even bother with being a therapist? Did you see your grades? You turned out fine. You could have asked for help, you know?
And that's it for another episode of MCTV News. Stay tuned for our next episode, where you can expect to see reports on the flower stop, the weight room located here at MCHS, the unified event that was held here at MCHS, and finally, the third and last edition to the Skills Regional Competition video competition, where students interpreted the prompt Moments of Change, as well as all of your weekly weather update and sports recaps. So, what would you say your favorite option is?
Probably construction or MCTV, obviously.
Yeah. I'd say phys ed or this, probably. I like those two.
Yeah, lots of option-inspired reports this show.
I think most. Was there one that wasn't?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, or there's a skills video.
Yeah,
other than
besides
that,
skills. Yeah. From all of us here at MCTV News, I'm Greer Clark.
And I'm Weston Stevenson. Thanks for tuning in.